and see where we're at. I thought... Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Oh, I thought I turned my sound off. Oh, I thought I turned my sound off. Hey, Mary. I'm trying to get my sound turned off here. Hey, Mary. I'm trying to get my sound turned off here. Hey, Mary. I'm trying to get my sound turned off here. There we go. Some days are just challenging. Hi, Maria. Oh, I have had such a busy day today. I have 24 new decoupage tissue designs finished and at the printers, and I was trying to get them loaded up in the computer so the retailers have a chance to get them ordered before they get released. And it's just a lot of work, you guys. So time really got away from me today, and I haven't thought too much about how we're going to finish this. I have some ideas. The gears came, so that's good. And I'm going to put down the camera because I have stuff all over the place down here that I've been pulling out of the drawers. Hi, Mickey. So let me just put the camera down. So I am just loving how she has turned out. She, for some reason, and I think I know the reason, but I'm not positive, but she did wrinkle up a lot. And I saw her wrinkling yesterday, but I thought it's going to settle down. It always settles down, but it didn't. So I did iron it, and she's still a little wrinkly, but I think it works. I think it works with this texture on this wood, which may have contributed to some of it. And I think what may have happened was this isn't real wood. This is like one of those paper composite things from like Dollar General, and I actually washed it. I actually ran it under the faucet in the sink, and I sanded it. I did a lot to it, and it may have had too much moisture in it, and then I put, 3 coats of paint on it, and then I put satin top coat on it, a couple of coats, and it may have just been too much moisture in this for it to just settle down on its own. I don't know, but I'm not unhappy with the look of it. I think the look is very cool. So my little bag of gears came today. And I was digging through because, I just have all kinds of stuff from making jewelry. And, when I go out on adventures and stuff, if I find something I like this big chunk of rusted metal, I just think is so gorgeous. And I could break off a piece of this and glue it on there. Because I was thinking of using the patina paints on here too, and putting a name down here. And so speaking of names, I'm like all over the place with this piece, but I really love this piece, you guys. So speaking of names, nobody could give me anything good to write down here. So I Googled it, and I Googled steampunk female names. And so it came up Victorian Steampunk, and she's Victorian, female names. And it's not an uncommon thing for people to ask, because writers ask and, you know, stuff like that. So I thought, well, that's awesome. So one of the names I liked was Adora. I think is kind of a cool name. I also really liked Clockwork Angel. And then there's Gabrielle Winchester. And I think those three names are awesome names. What do you guys think? Maria, thank you. I'm so glad you watched the replay. And did you see all the tissue designs that are on the one tissue? Because we're also going to do a book today. Mary, isn't that piece of copper awesome? And well, I'm assuming you're talking about the rusted copper, because I have other copper that I have engraved. I've actually drawn the design on here, and then I etched it with an acid solution, and you can see, oh good, Mickey, I'm glad you like those names. And then I actually cut out a piece and made a piece of jewelry with a portion of it. And so I have bits and pieces, but I was pulling out, I have all kinds of stuff. So here is some brass metallic that I've also drawn on and engraved. And I don't think I did anything with this. It's really fun to just doodle on these things. This one has script writing on it. Often I'll put a Bible verse on, because that's one of the things I like to do on jewelry, is to do something like this, and then I put a Bible verse on, but it's kind of like hidden. So, and this is a terrible thing to say, but I do it on purpose, because it's like, well, if the person isn't a believer, they're still walking around with a little bit of God's verse on them. Even though they're unaware of it, maybe it will do good for them. That's why I do it, not to be mean. Here's a piece of silver. Actually, I haven't had this stuff out of my, this whole chest of drawers over here, not behind me, but over here on the wall, is nothing but jewelry pieces and fastenings and stuff. But this piece is super pretty. And it's got a cross that I drew in it. Oh, here's maybe the circle that came out of that. Yep, it's a verse. For God so loved the world. That's what was in there. And then there was, oh, this was a ring, like a circle, but I thought I could hammer it out. Where was I looking? I think I was thinking about if I hammered it out flat, I could attach it up here on the top of her hat. And tell me what you guys think of this. These pieces down here were just leftover pieces, but how fortunate that they're square pieces, so I could trim these off and then hammer or take my file and get, because there's sharp edges on these pieces, but I could file that off, and there's 4 corners, and do something like this. So tell me what you got. Let's start there. Tell me what you think about the copper on the corners of this. If you like the idea, give me hearts. And if you don't like the idea, just put a comment. Don't give me any ugly faces, because that goes against the algorithms, in case you guys didn't know that. So if you like the copper in the corners, hearts. Clockwork Angel. Maria, you like Clockwork Angel? I think that's a pretty cool name. Mary, you like the copper on the corners? Cool. All right. And then I said, there is like a whole entire chest of drawers over there that is nothing but jewelry finding. And so I pulled some of them out. Like these two little pieces, I don't know if they show up really well. Let me move them off of her. So they're little metal pieces that have a really cool design on them. Maybe that helps. And if you don't like the color, because it might just blend in too much, I can always brighten them up a little bit. And these are pieces that I made a patina out of. Like this is just a copper ring. I don't know what you call them. They're just, you know, guys use them. I don't know what they use them for, but I use them too. And then I don't know what these were, but I found them at a junk store somewhere, and it was different, you know, letters of the alphabet. And so I've actually made some necklaces out of these. And I have these little pieces that I patinaed. Oh, I love, didn't even remember I had this piece. And I think it just looks cool on here. And I was thinking like right there, but I think it's too big. I think the size of it is too big for this. But that doesn't mean I can't like stick it up here somewhere. Let me see if you guys can see the top. That went too far. Let's see. There, that's pretty good. So what else did I have here to show you guys? It was kind of fun. I haven't had any of this stuff out of my treasure box. There's a small one too. I have all kinds of chain, jump rings. What is this little piece? Oh, that's a necklace piece. Okay, so there's nothing in here. I was so happy my gears got here today. Hi, Micheline. Yeah, and I've had it for quite a long time, and I was looking at it. I'm pretty sure if I take it to a watchmaker, and there's a nice one here in Surprise, that all they have to do is pop this back off and put a new battery in it, and I'm sure it works. And I have a whole bunch of watch pieces. There's a little, oh, it was just protecting it. Put it back on. Maria, you said washer. Are you saying the word washer because I couldn't think of the word washer? I have trouble with my words, Maria. I need you just to hang around with me. Let's see, what else? There's some square things. These are great for necklace pieces, connector pieces. But the color and stuff works good on here. One more. And I was talking to Melissa when we were driving back from Penner's, that some of the things that I've done in the past, I think I'm going to just, I'm going to pull some of these out because they're pretty cool. Like making glass beads. I have made lots and lots of glass beads. Most of my jewelry I've made myself. And that's done on a torch. So I could do a video so you guys could just see the technique of it, but it would be a really hard thing to teach online. I'm not going to do it today, but I think I'm going to do Clockwork Angel across the bottom here. And I'll either stamp it or make a stencil. I have some cool stamps that I haven't used yet. They're the IOD stamps, and they might just be the right size. These stamps would be very cool, don't you think? They're kind of, I like the font on them. And they're not, I would like this size. I'd have to measure it out to make sure I can get Clockwork Angel all the way in. Although it does come smaller. There's also this one. And I don't know if I don't think any of these labels would work, but maybe these stamps right here would. The hand stamp is kind of cool, which reminds me, I have some other cool stamps. So I'm going to skip over that. Hi, Karen. Thanks for joining us. Hi, Deanna. I've been bugging Deanna all day today, since early this morning. Yeah, I have a whole chest of drawer of those treasure boxes. I have done art of a variety of things all of my adult life. And I just have, well, here's one of my hammers that I've used it for other things. So let me see if I can get that point out of there. See, everybody just happens to have a rawhide hammer on their work table, right? Well, that worked good. I need to get my file and just take the pointy parts off. But how cool is that that just works perfect? These are my metal cutting shears. Pretty heavy duty scissors, right? I just want to give it a little snip so I know where to cut it. Cool. I'll hammer that down a little bit more. Hold on to this scrap because you never know what you might want it for. If this was real wood, I would nail these in and get some fancy brads for it. But since it's not real wood, I'm going to glue it down because I'm afraid if I try to hammer nails into it, it might just split the whole thing apart. And then I would be super sad. But this wouldn't be a hard piece to just take scrap wood and put together on your own if you like something like this. Ouch. And let's see. I can do that corner, that corner. I think I'll do this corner. That's a pretty cool corner. I'll do that corner. This one, it looks like I might have left in the acid a little too long because it's actually eaten holes all the way through on it. Now that's a technique I can do on camera for you guys, and that's a really cool thing. When I made my birds on the wire picture a couple of years ago, it was a contest at the Ground Floor Artist, and birds on a wire is just something that I just love. And so I did I did all my birds in metal like this and etched them and then strung them on baling wire. And it's one of my favorite pieces. Okay, so that takes care of that. What do you guys think? Should I put these earrings on her or just take these off and like stick them? They're kind of cool up here. If I did them in threes, they're kind of cool. What do you think of that? They don't show up real good down here I had them down here because her earrings are long drop earrings. So I stuck them first down here at the bottom. And I thought, well, nobody's going to really know why they're there. So then I stuck them up here where her ears would be. And that's okay. But I actually really like them right there. I know I have more of those. I think these are the same or similar. They're similar. Similar is good. Now I just need regular scissors. Guys have any thoughts about that? I could take some digging in my building wax down here. That's what I was looking for, the copper. So if you guys don't have any gilding wax in your supply stash, you really need to add some. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Just needed a little bit, not a whole lot. And if you're wanting some of these kind of jewelry fastenings, a lot of these, I mean, I have hunted through all kinds of shops and stores, and there used to be more bead stores around than they are now. They've kind of like, with COVID, they kind of just disappeared. But you can get a lot of these kind of things on Etsy. Is a really good resource for stuff like this. Like that. Okay. Set that aside for the moment. So I like this. Do you guys like this up here? And I like this, so I'm just going to hammer these out and glue them down. And I wish I had bigger of these. That's kind of cool. What do you guys think about that? Okay, and then I've just got like all kinds of different gears. So I'm going to work on this. I'll probably just I'll just do a live and post, not a live, but I'll do a video and post it when I do this so you guys can see it. I'm not going to do it today. I got these off of Amazon, and they were like $6 and change, and they came, I ordered them yesterday, and oh, I like this combo right there. And they came today, so that's pretty awesome. It's kind of cool that you could actually stack on top. I like that. Ooh, I like that a whole bunch. Let's see. I don't like things to be matchy-matchy. I'm open to any of your suggestions, you guys. Lori, I do have some fine chain that I could hang for earrings. And I might actually have it out here on, let's see. I know one of these boxes had, let's see what this is. Oh, this is pretty cool. It's got gears on it. Okay, so that's how far her earrings in the picture hang down. What do you think of that? If we do it on each side, maybe this side will show up a little better. While I was uploading tissue designs, because I really like this design. Okay, cool. Good idea. Who gave me that idea? Lori. That was a great idea. And should I just leave them plain, just let them hang down, or do they need like a little turquoise at the end? Plain or with a little turquoise? Just plain. Okay. All right, so I don't know. I think my metal cutting shears are a little too much. Let me see if I have handy. I don't know what I did with my jewelry tools. They're in that drawer somewhere. So let me just see if I can just snip it, because that's pretty fine. Oh, there's a good place to try it. These are really crappy scissors. Oh, that worked. So while I was loading all that decoupage tissue into the system today, I was thinking how much I loved these ladies. I really do. And that I think I'm going to do another one of these ladies, only do her a little bit bigger, not the full sheet of decoupage tissue, but maybe a half a sheet. And then I have a suitcase. I'll show you the suitcase that I got at Michael's. And if you guys know Debbie Riggs, I know a lot of you are in the sisterhood. She did a flamingo in that suitcase, and I was thinking one of these gals in the suitcase would be really awesome. Okay, there's the other earring. This is just really cool chain. I can't believe how perfect it is. Okay, let me get my glue. I need a surface to put my glue on. I'll find, oh, I know. I know. I've been so busy today, you guys, I never even ate. I don't know what was in there. Maybe I don't want to use that. And I realized it when I was, you know, I put makeup on 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I rarely put it on any other time. And I was putting my makeup on thinking, gosh, I hadn't eaten all day. I've just had coffee, that's all I had. And now I'm super hungry. Okay. So when I glue stuff, I just like to use this Titebond wood glue. It glues everything. It's a really good glue. Well, there, I got it. Don't need very much. So I'll just use the end of a brush because I don't want to get stuff on my brush. I'm going to put a dot there. And a dot there. Okay, so do you think I should leave them dangling, or do you think I should just glue them all the way down? Yeah, it was on the private group. Yeah. She auctioned that thing off for a lot of money. That was so fun. But there's a lot of, yeah, that bird was my tissue, Micheline. That's why it was so fun to watch her do that whole thing. But I like the looks of that suitcase, and so I'm thinking that that might be a fun thing to do. So I don't want to do these yet because I want to get my file out, but I could do these guys. Oh, shoot. I'm just sticking glue on here. I realize I'm not in the camera, but I know you guys know how to stick glue on. Oh, Melissa, you're funny. That cracks me up. That's just about what people say. You know, I'm very meticulous about some things and absolutely not meticulous about other things. But even though this glue will it will dry clear and transparent, I just don't like to see glue pieces, so you just slop it on, huh? I don't know about that, Melissa. I've seen a lot of stuff you've made, and it doesn't look like you slop anything on. Melissa and her husband built their home. So, I mean, they like physically built it. I mean, they had a builder and stuff, but they still did a lot of the work themselves. And it's a beautiful home. I don't think any slopping was going on. Okay, hopefully that has enough contact on it. So if you guys like the link, if you guys like this design, I did put the link in the comments. It's a gorgeous paper, if I say so myself. Melissa, this big chunk of rusted metal, I think I picked this up at Black Pearl Mine when we were out on a ride. That's a cool place. I thought we were going to start on the book today, but I guess I'll leave that for another day. So Maria, you say glue the chain down. Okay, I'll do that. That makes sense to me. Whoops. The glue's sticking to my fingers now. This one just is being troublesome. There. Oh, I'm sure, Sherry, I have tweezers, but I don't know if I could be coordinated enough to hold this piece with the tweezers and glue it. I think that takes a skill and talent I don't have. I like having bits of the turquoise in here. That's what I didn't want to do. This was one of those, what did you guys call them? The copper, this was a bronze one. And it looks like I put some engraving on it and etched it too. It looks pretty cool, actually. I think I'll do that. Sherry, let's see, glue fabric to the lampshade. Yes, I would suggest, what color is the lampshade now, Sherry? Okay, is it too much if I put this little tiny one right smack dab in the center there? Is that going too far? Sherry, if it's off-white, what color is your fabric? Does your fabric have a design on it? So Deonna, it's not going too far? So I'm going for it. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. There's still a little dangle on there. Okay, that's glued, that's glued, that's glued. I gotta hammer these out. I don't wanna, I'll probably put something down there, but I wanna get my letters on there first. Can you guys think of anything else that needs to happen on here? I kind of like these guys just like hanging out over here. Let me see. Yeah, I kind of like that. I think I'll glue those down. Thanks, Melissa. Not bad for a $1.49 piece of wood, right? That I picked up at the Goodwill somewhere. I don't know where I got which Goodwill, but, and I've had it for a while. I literally go out into my garage and shop because there's so much stuff out there, and I just need to use what I've got out there. I like that. I kind of like just this random piece right here too. Hey, Mary. Okay, I'll see you in the morning. Bye. Mary's getting ready to paint her kitchen, so she's coming over to get paint and instructions, and it's not her kitchen. I think she's going to do her bathroom first and then decide if she wants to do her kitchen, I think is the plan. I've painted my bathroom. I've painted my kitchen. The only cabinets that are still original are the guest bathroom and my laundry room. So I'm going to move this out of the way because I'm looking at it just like you guys are looking at it. So this is going to have her name on it. So I think I'm just going to leave it like this. I can always add to it, but I think I want to get the name on it, and I want to get this copper down on it. I love this copper. So I think I'm just going to stop there for today. I didn't even bring any water in here. That's crazy. Do I want... Okay, that was just laying here, and then I thought, do I want that on there? What do you guys think? Do I want that on there? Oh, Melissa, I think her name is going to be Clockwork Angel. I was looking up names on, I Googled steampunk female names, and believe it or not, there's a lot of them. So one of them was Adora, which is kind of cool. One of them was Clockwork Angel, which I really like. And then one was Gabrielle Winchester, which is also a cool name. Okay, so I just set that there. Do I want to glue it on or not? The bottom is on. Tiana, sometimes it's just like that. I mean, when I picked this piece up, I was like, well, I don't know if this is going to work or not. But then when I decided I wanted it to look like a piece of plank wood, you know, this is a technique and color scheme that I really like, and I've used it a lot. So then when I got that far with it, it was like, okay, this is cool. I'm really digging this now. Okay, Lori, you're saying yes to putting this on here? Is that what you're saying, Lori? Give me some hearts if that's what you're saying. It kind of just, yeah. Okay. I thought you were. Oh, cool, Maria. Thank you. I'm going to go get that suitcase too to show you guys, because I was thinking about it today. That's really one of the fun things, that when you design your own decoupage tissue and you're also using it, then you get ideas of different sizes and stuff. And so I was thinking, I purposely made them small enough that you could use them for books and journals and smaller projects, because sometimes people don't know what to do with the big ones. But let me go get that suitcase, because that suitcase is awesome. Okay, so let me pull the camera up. Hello! Okay, so this came from Michael's. And it's wood, but it has a lot of cool detail on it already. Hi, Eleanor. And it's got that leather handle. And then let me open it up on the inside. So it's just a really cool suitcase. And Debbie Riggs from Savvy Sisterhood, she did this using my steampunk flamingo, and it was the most fabulous thing. It took her 3 days, 3 lives to get it done, but it was the most fabulous thing you've ever seen in your life. And then she auctioned it off when she finished it. And I think in the auction she got like $420, $450 for it. I mean, it was worth every penny of what she put into it, but that was really awesome. So go on Michael's website or go into Michael's, because these are really cool. And I was thinking that, you know, Debbie did the flamingo on hers, which was so original, where the head of the flamingo was here and then it went down to the inside. So I'm thinking I'm going to make one of these girls do the same thing. I'm going to make it larger so that, you know, she'll fit into this. So I got to measure my little suitcase here to see what size I need to make her. And it'll take me a couple of months by the time I get it all back from the printers, because they are not fast about these things. But if you haven't seen the whole tissue, this is it. The one that we're working on. And then there's some ephemera. And then there's more ephemera. Another gal there. And then on this side, there's 4 of the gals, and they're all different. I mean, she has the same face, but they're all different poses and outfits. And then ephemera, which you can do great collages with this. And it's also really good for journaling, and it's just great for projects. So it's a good bargain. You get a lot of pieces out of one piece. So you guys, I think I'm going to just stop here, and then tomorrow when I work on it, I'll put it on the camera, and then I'll post a reel or something to that nature tomorrow with it, so you can see how I finish her up. I'm just going to hammer out these little copper pieces, and I'm going to either stencil. I'm either going to stencil or I'm going to stamp on her name down there on the bottom. So you guys, thanks so much for joining me. I'm live every single Tuesday and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I put the links to everything, to Pinterest, to Etsy, to my website, to YouTube, to all the places, is up in the description. And I just appreciate you guys joining me every week. And, you know, if you think this is something somebody else would enjoy, then sprinkle it around. Let me see those last comments. Lori, you have a good evening too. Deanna, thank you so much. Micheline, that is the perfect case. Maria, thank you for ordering. You guys are all awesome. So I'll see you soon. Bye.